Good morning, good evening. It's the Taz and Tone PALTI show tonight, episode 98 AC. No motto. How are we going to survive, Tone?
I don't know how we're going to do it. There's just the two of us, and we don't know anything, but we'll try. You know,
What do you mean? I know what happened in the footy tonight. Do you know what happened?
I did. I didn't watch the game, but I thought when I saw the results there, I thought, "Yep, there we go. A leopard never changes its spots, does it?" You know.
Well, we don't need Marto to tell us what happened in the footy because we all know that Brisbane whipped Sydney's backside. Marto, it's okay. I know you've never believed in them. And I know that you're probably thinking pretenders, not contenders, but that's not the tune you've been selling, has he?
That's right. Oh dear. Yes, it
Now,
was.
it was disastrous. Now, Marto, he's not with us tonight. How are we going to be able to work out who's going to score the goals for Australia and what's going to happen in the World Cup? Because tomorrow Australia play Panama. Without Marto, Tone, can you help me?
Oh, mate, I don't know anything about the round ball. It's just it's your forte, and Marto's putting in all that extra research. I'm sure he's got the answers for us, but he's not here to give us the lowdown, is he? Like how many corners they're going to be. How many goals, how many red and yellow cards. I don't know
We
what to
do
bet
miss
on.
him. We will miss him, but to be fair to the man,
Yeah.
he is away on some serious family business, some
Yes,
serious
he is.
family
Yep.
stuff. So, all jokes aside, we do hope that that all goes well. So, good luck, Marto. Our wishes are with you
Yep.
and your family. So, I hope everything's all right. But we're still going to hang shit on you for everything else. I mean, how are we going to go? We're not even going to get his tips. He didn't even send a tip through, Tone. Do you know what I mean? It's like I'm
You've
doing
got
a show with an armless. I'm less one limb without Marto.
you don't have any no tips.
No, well, definitely no tits because Marto's not on the show. No, he didn't send
Oh
any.
my
No,
God.
no tips from Marto. So it's just me and you holding the fort. Who knows if we get lucky and he gets a bit of time, he may throw some up on a bet thread. But yeah, no, I think his exact words were, "It's a shit time." I mean, maybe they're not exact words, but it's a shit time to bet anyway. So give it away because winter racing at its worst. So I think that's the message Marta wanted to deliver. But as I said, in all seriousness, I hope everything goes well for the lad and his family. So
Yes.
now
Yeah, we do.
let's get straight into the Kickstarters because we sort of kick, but we just don't follow through. Tone, lead us away with yours this weekend.
Yes. I've decided to stay down in Melbourne this week and gone to my favourite race of the day, race 3 for the Kickstarter. Caulfield race 3, number 9, Miss Lola. It's about $7. Benny Mertens is on board. Not one of my favourite jockeys, but I'm hoping he can get the job done. Uh, Coming out of barrier 9, 54 kilos, which is okay. This broke the seal last start at Sandown Lakeside on a heavy 8, so it's been very consistent. I think it can win again here, on a bit of a bog track. I think it's going to be.
It won't
It's
be.
had 9 career starts for 1 win, 3 seconds, and 2/3. So yes, I think it's got a pretty good chance, Taz.
Look, I don't doubt its chance, but I don't know if it's going to be a bog track because we haven't had any rain. Today was beautiful. It was absolutely freezing, but we might actually get an improving track unless the rain comes. And anything could happen in Melbourne because we could have rain, sunshine, hail, and storms, unlike the storms or the cyclones or what do you call them over there, typhoons that you get in Japan and in
Yes,
Australia. But
yeah.
we can get all of that here. So good luck, Miss Lola. It is. I'm going back to the well and I'm going to Rose Hill, race 3 and number 9, Gorgeous. I know I look gorgeous these days. I've been told I am gorgeous, inside and out, but this one's due to win. It's been a bit of a cash cow. At first up, it ran second, really liked it, and since then, it's just had excuse after excuse after excuse. Now, that said, the low draw should have her cuddled up this time round, and I think there's a little bit of speed in this race, which will probably suit. Hopefully, there are no excuses, and we register our second win for the day, and probably the second win for Gorgeous. Race three, number
Nine.
nine.
Yes, yes. Race, sorry, race
Race three, number nine. Guess what, Tone?
at Rose Hill, isn't it? Rose Hill.
Yeah. So it's pretty simple.
Ah,
Race three, number nine. Race three, number nine. It's got to be
oh,
over
here
there.
we go.
I only just noticed that and I wrote it down. That's interesting. Well, there you go. Easy to remember. Just remember the one and do it. Maybe we should do it at race three, number nine at Eagle Farm as well, and at Morfordville.
Absolutely, there it is. There could be an omen there. There's a what do they say? It's the secret sauce. It could be.
It is. It's TNT time. So we're
That's right.
in tune, that's for sure.
It
Yeah,
could be kaboom.
it could
You
be
know,
Kaboom. I tell you what, it could be Kaboom or it could be Consa. Tell us about your best bet.
my best bet is at Rose Hill. Rose Hill race 4, number 10, Consar. It is quite a competitive race, but uh, Karen McAvoy and Waller, good combo. This good combo. Um, yes, sorry, I've misplaced all my note. Well,
That's
part of
it.
my notes for this one. But what do you think its chances are, Taz?
Look, I had a look at the race. I reckon if J Mac was here, he'd probably be riding it. And I've got a little spoiler alert because you said K McAvoy's on this. In my opinion,
Yes,
and I was going to save this for later, I reckon McAvoy is a shoo-in to ride at least three winners, possibly five. It would be a dream if he rode six, and he's got eight rides in total. And this is probably a good, real, it's a good each way chance for me. If yeah, I just said if J Mac was here, he probably rides it, and it probably wins. But J Mac is overseas. I don't know. Even if he's gone, I don't know if he's back or back up in Brisbane or whatever. But yeah, Concer's a good chance. There's nothing wrong with it. Good price. And
yes, yeah. It
just be
is
interesting to see
tough
how
race.
it plays. It is a tough race, but tough races are your forte, Tone. So there's nothing wrong with
I
that.
always seem to pick them.
Yeah, well,
Tough
you do.
races, yeah.
Tough races are your forte, and you know what? Good prices are yours as well. I'm backing up on the King's Horse at Caulfield Race 5 on Gilded Water. Now, I think if you it was first up, was in a market, pay to forget it. There's something it had something like a what is that? I wrote it down. It had a pulmonary hemorrhage of some sort, its first run, and as a result, went no good. Now, King's Horse, barrier 11, should get forward, shouldn't have a problem. It's had three wins at the distance, one of those being at this track. I don't think the condition of the track is going to not suit it. And one of your old favourites is in this as well, Smoke and Romans. Now, I think that the outside draw should suit my horse because the inside draw number, I'll tell you what it is. The likely leader, Nelly Lanelax, drawn barrier one, will probably just go straight through like that, hug the rail like a greyhound. Smoke and Romans is going to be in the middle, and it's either going to go with Nelly or take on Nelly. And with my Gilded Waters, because it's on the outside from 11, it's either going to go around both of them and make it a speed race and then slow it down, or it's going to sit behind them. I'm hoping we take the sit. I'm hoping we take the sit. The others go forward. We just sit there like this, and then we go bang. And
That's
that's
it.
So that's my mapping of the race. It'll be an interesting one to see, because I don't know, when good horses have pulmonary hemorrhaging, I don't know what the ramifications of that are. So I've never heard of a pulmonary hemorrhage. But look, this horse is the king's horse. Um, there's no reason. Caulfield should suit on paces as well, as it has. It's won there before. $3.60. Wouldn't surprise me if it's $4, $4.50. Wouldn't surprise me if it starts $2.90. But I'm gonna forget what happened first up, and I think we win.
That's good, but no problem.
I
Not
hope
a
we win.
problem at all. It's
No, well,
money to be made
now
right there.
to be fair though, Tone, I have been tipping quite atrociously because even last week in our little chat, you saw that I had my main two bets. I was thinking, oh, which ones do I go with? And the one that I tipped out on the page did nothing and balanced the books that I didn't tip, ended up winning. So I haven't been tipping well for PALTI of recent.
Well, I had the same sort of experience, didn't I? I mean, I tipped Zoe. She runs third, and my second tip wins.
Yeah,
And
did
I
mention it though,
didn't put.
but I did put that in there.
Uh,
So at least you get a little bit of glory because I put that in there because we didn't know if she was if Emperor, what was it called? Duchess Zoo, wasn't it, last week?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
so we didn't know if it was going to run. So we put Duchess Zoo, and in the slide I also put your Sunshine in My Pocket just in case. So as far as anyone was concerned, Tone had a great day because he tipped us two. One ran second, and the other one won. Can't
Yeah,
go.
you know which one I backed? The one that bloody didn't win, of course. I didn't back the other one. And I also noticed, which I didn't back, but I also noticed with my Glory Days roughie, ran like a busted ass. But my second choice, I
Yeah,
think, run a place in Sydney, paid about $6 or $7. It
yeah,
was
there you
Tylee or Tyler. It was a one-word name, and I looked at the results and thought, yeah, that'll be right. That's run a place at about 650 or $7. I didn't back that either. So
go. Look, it's hard. I
yeah,
mean,
I haven't been tipping that great either.
it's pretty hard though, Tone, because when you're astute like the three of us, and specifically Marto, more to the point, because Marto goes through pretty much every race. He dissects every single race in every single meeting, and he can tell you what's going to lead and what's going to this and what's that, right? So then when he does his form, I mean, Marto would have a selection in all races. He doesn't bet in all races, but he does have a selection. He bets in most races. No, he doesn't. We're not privy. But
Yeah.
but I guess like when you look at all races, we can all find winners. So
Oh,
if we're looking at three race meetings, let's just say Melbourne, Sydney, and Adelaide, or Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, whatever. If you look at three race cards, 3 by 9 says 27 races. We could probably tip 27 horses, right?
oh,
Now,
absolutely. Yeah.
the thing is, then what we've got to do is narrow it down to one. And that one that we narrow, we could potentially, not that it's ever happened or it's going to, we could potentially tip 26 winners in our heads and put the one on Palti that doesn't win.
There we go. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It can happen.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing. That's where I know I get frustrated sometimes, not because I'm losing, but because I'm tipping the loser. Do you know what I mean? Because I've also got potentially other ones that I've won. But that's the racing game. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut, tip the one you think's going to win, and hope that it does.
Yep.
And
No,
then
that's right. I mean, that's racing, and it's just things happen. It's like
absolutely.
betting on
Now, have you got a
betting
glory
on.
days? Because you let us in with a glory days, and I think your
I've
glory
got the
days is
roughest of the rough here. I've got a real winner, and it's in your race, Rose
okay.
Hill, race 3, number 13, Sneaky PC.
Why do
It's
you
got one
like
of
it?
the worst jockeys in the world on it, and I'm not going to let him put me off. because I think he rode a big winner during the week at 126 to 1. I think he did.
Who's the?
Tyler Schiller.
Well, you love Tyler.
I can't stand him.
Mm.
He's horrendous. He's nearly as good as Logan and Declan Bates and Will Gordon. They're all criminals too. I've had enough of them. Anyway, it's about you might be able to get on at 101
Oh
for
dear.
the win. I was looking at Ned's. It was about 60 to 1, 60 to 1 the win, and about $11 the place. Coming out of barrier 12, it's in nicely at 54.5 kilos. It was a good win last start. Now it's way, way, way up in class. But loves the cut in the ground. It's racing well. It's been racing well in the sticks from
Yep.
7 starts, 2 wins, 2 seconds, and a third.
Yep.
I'd be taking it mainly just for the. I'd have a little bit on the win, not much, probably 50 cents or a dollar, and having a crack at it. Go long in the places. Go long.
Look, I actually, when I saw you tip it, I went through and had a look, and I thought to myself, you know what? I think I won last start at Nowra. Now, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Nowra's a beautiful scenic place. But when I looked at it, it's not the roughest. The market might say it is. So for me, because I still like Gorgeous, and the other one I like in that race is called Benevac, and I think they're probably going to be the two favourites. I think it's worth throwing in into my multiples, and I might have a I don't know, nice little exotic bet of some sort where sometimes I go Gorgeous and Benevac to win, Gorgeous and Benevac to run second, and then I'll take three or four others to run third and the field for fourth. I'm definitely going to put Sneaky PC in that category to weigh in, and if it does, it'll give huge value to any
Oh yeah, it's
that,
the
that, that-
value will be there, won't it? Like in some sort of
yeah,
exotic,
yeah. No,
multiple or
so
multi, whatever.
well, I haven't gone for one as rough as yours, but I've definitely found one at Caulfield that I think is a really, really open race. Race six, number seven, ground control. Every
I
time
think
I
I've
say that,
backed that before.
yeah, well, every time I say it, I just keep thinking of David Bowie. This is
Ah,
the time to ground
uh,
control. So,
yeah,
so I
ground
know, it's just,
control to Major
yeah,
Tom.
it's stuck in my head. Now, ground control's had four starts. It's a lightly raced, what is it, three-year-old. Admittedly, first up record. So four starts. It's only a two short preps. It's won and it's been placed. I like it. I think it positions up well. I like Stokes and Neindorf. I really think they're a really nice combination.
Well,
Um,
they're both criminals. I mean, Stokes is an absolute fucking rigger, and bloody Niendorf only wins when he wants to. So, all the money's on. So, I think you're spot on the ball there.
yeah, I just think it's such an open race, and for a horse that's had two preps, four starts, only missed the placing once. Um, Good jockey who rides for the stable. Um, it has gotten the blows a little bit. I think it opened at 12s. It's currently out to 17s. Now that can mean two things, and that is no chance, or they got on early. Um,
Yes.
I like to think they got on early, so that way it gives me hope. Um, but if this continues to blow like the wind, who knows, mate? Maybe it's got no chance. But for me, ground control at currently $17, and I think $4.20 or 30. The place is
Yes.
sorry, is my glory days bet. So, and that's at
I
court.
think you're in with a big chance there. Yeah,
I
it's
know.
God. I did. There's one there that I looked at before, or I put it in my black book in the same race. I'm not here to poison you. I'm not going to back it either.
No,
It's
no.
Star Trip. I think I've backed that before. I wrote
Cool.
a Star Trip. It's got a horrible barrier. It's out in barrier 18. It's about 14 to 1.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong. Can't say
Yeah,
they can't win.
yeah.
Now, what about the group racing, Tone? We've got some group racing happening in
Uh,
Eagle
oh
Farm.
yeah,
If
Eagle
you had a
Farm.
look, three little races there, three decent races, three group races, a couple of listed ones, but race six, the Tattersall Cup, the group three, is that the one that Marto reckons is the worst race in Australia on Saturday? Or did Marto
I
say
think so. Yes, and I think I've jumped on his horse here. I've piggybacked it. Yeah, that's race six, number one, Asterix. I
Ooh,
think Asterix could get the job done. It's not much of a race, is it? Really, it's not.
no,
You know, a world. It's not a Grand Prix lineup, is it?
no, it's not. It's not. Look,
Yeah,
there's a few races. I mean, there's three group races. I know. Look, Future History's favourite. Pounding for Moody is like second favourite at $2.90. Um, I don't know. It's a hard race. I don't know if I'm gonna even having a bet, but Etna Rosso is one that it's about $13. The wetter the better. I'm thinking for it, but I don't think I'm going to have a bet in this Group Three race. The Tattersall,
uh,
to be honest, 2,400 metres. I don't see any stayer up there. I mean, Future History's been in good form, but is there any stayer that you could think in this race is going to come down to Melbourne at spring and, I don't know, try to win a cup of some sort? I don't know. I don't think so.
Pounding is one that I just have no confidence in at all. I'd be willing to lay that if I was going to do anything. It's one I have no confidence in. Faulkner Park is just not there.
No,
Future History, I suppose, it's favourite, but I don't have a lot of confidence in that either.
been up a
Timmy
lot.
Clark, Asterix, well, that makes sense to me. He's a big money rider.
Yeah,
It's one of Chris Waller's, but I wouldn't back it.
yeah, it's a
I
tough
wouldn't
one.
actually
Is the
myself.
other one the Group One Tiara Tone race 8? The main Group One there. I know what I like, but again.
You go ahead first this time, and
Yeah,
you,
well,
you
I my Glory Days tip last week, I think, was Splashback, and
right,
yeah, it's got to be a chance. But I think now it's gone from a Glory Days tip to being in a Group One favourite. Go
which
figure.
is
Do you know what I mean? Last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever, it was no hope in a listed race, and now it's just about favourite. It gets back. It needs a lot of things to go right for it. But it's got a ton of ability. But geez, it's hard to catch. Manal, it looks like it could surprise for me, and I do like a roughie, but I just don't know if it's up to the class, and that's Poster Girl. Um, in this race, it's about 20 to bucks. But again, Brisbane is a tough place to bet, I think, this weekend. Would you agree?
absolutely. I'm not a big fan of Eagle Farm either. It's not one of my favourite tracks. I've been there a couple of times actually, but it's not a track that has ever been kind to me. Up there, like yes, yeah, I think it's a really tough race. But Geordie Childs too. I don't know about Geordie Childs as on board ship, but like it's favourite at like $6.50 or $7, isn't it? I mean, it just shows you there's no clear favourite really. It's not a clear favourite. Like
It's
there's nothing
Graham
at
Begg, isn't it?
5 to 2
Begg,
or
it's Begg and Childs, and that's a combination that goes really well. And that's the only
right.
reason.
That's what.
Geez, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, if they're flying from the back, this is going to need it. But good luck. And there's one more race. There's another group race.
Oh,
At
sorry. I'll just tell you
Oh yes,
what I
yes,
was
please,
like.
yes, please.
Sorry. I jump on Mardo's again here. I think this thing's going to pull something right out of the wood, going to come out of the woodwork. This aha. I think it's just going to spring up when you least expect it at a
Um,
massive price, and it could do it on Saturday. The other one, of course, would be my omen bet, Midnight in Tokyo. Ryan Maloney on board. It
yeah,
was a
it's a
good win
chance.
last.
Oh, look,
But then again, it's not a race I'll be betting in, to be honest.
it's interesting, Tone, because Marno not being here, you piggybacking him. Are you missing him? Eh? Are you just inflating his ego, letting him know that no, I haven't forgotten about all your losing tips.
I'm probably poisoning everything he would have tipped. That's what probably I'm doing, probably.
Is
But
there is there a $2.50 horse going around anywhere? Because he would have tipped it.
I didn't. I haven't really noticed anything really that short.
No, it does get around. It's all right, mate. We do miss you. Hope everything's going all right. I hope you're not crying as well because of the Sydney Swans. It's okay, mate. Don't worry about it. Carlton, Richmond here. It's okay. You can come with us. The race 9 at Eagle Farm, the last race of the day. Tone the Eureka. Anything?
Yes, look, this is another horrible race. I think for me, like
Yeah.
there's a few ghosts in here I've backed before. I do like the favourite though, Timmy Clark again. He's on Firestar. Ran
Yeah.
fourth last start. I think got into a bit of trouble last start from memory, didn't it? If
Again, it's
it's
hard to
one
catch.
of
There's a lot of horses going around in Queensland, I think, this weekend that are just hard to catch. That's the problem. Hidden Wealth is the one I looked at for goal, and it's about $8, and it got into trouble as well. But it's been hard to catch this prep. So I don't know if we're just if we're throwing out lures and not catching anything. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, like Jesus, I don't know. I mean, you and I don't know more about Queensland racing than what I do, so I don't know. You know, I don't usually bet up there. And honestly, what's name? One of my mates says, "Oh, it could be this week. It could be the week for Yellow Brick."
Yeah.
Like anything can happen. So I didn't say no, it can't win because things happen, especially up in Queensland.
Is,
Like
your mate the
but
wizard?
Jesus, it's done nothing, has it? It's done
Your mate,
nothing. It's had a
Tony,
couple.
is your mate the wizard? Because if he's tipping Yellow Brick, it's he's on the way to the Wizard of Oz. You know when they're looking for the wizard or whatever on the Yellow
Oh
Brick.
yeah. Oh,
Must be hard. I don't know what to say. But we will see. Now I'm going to go back to McAvoy for a tick.
yes.
So I wrote down the ones that he's on because I really, really, really do think he's going to have a good day. Race three's got Gorgeous, right? That's the one I tipped. It's about $4. Race four, he's got your one, Consa, which is about 12 and $4, right?
Right.
Race
Yep.
five, you've got I at Captain, again, $13. Then he's got race six, King Pedro, $2.30 favourite. Race seven, Hoveland, I think that's $6, but it's favourite, second favourite in an open race. Race eight, he's got God's Window, $2.45. Race nine, Sanctified, $5.50, I think it's favourite. Race 10, Mr. Chaplin, I think $6, favourite or second favourite. That's eight rides. I really think six of them can win. All eight can. But I would, this is where legends are made. Could you imagine it? Like his favourites, I think, should win. King Pedro and God's Window, I think, should win. I've
Yes.
tipped
Yeah, I
Gorgeous,
like God's window.
all right? I've tipped Gorgeous because I think it should win. You've tipped Consart because you like it. So we've got four already.
I captain. I looked at that too. I thought he's got a pretty good chance too. I think yeah, he's got like you said, he's got some good rides. I mean, yes, he could be in for a massive day, couldn't he? I mean, they all do it at different times, jockeys, don't they? I mean, what's his name?
Have you got him in the book? McAvoy's not in
Yeah,
your
the day
book.
where.
Is McAvoy in your book?
I don't think he's in there. No, no.
Because you tend to stay away from him because you don't bet where he tends to be. But yeah, I like him, but I don't know if he gets enough kudos. And I think he's selective with his rides, if that makes sense. I do think he
Yes.
can ride, but I don't know. It's like for him to have eight on a 10 card race is, I think, huge. And
Oh, yeah, that's a lot, isn't it?
With no J-Mac, I mean, who's going to win them? Anna Roper.
Is that because? Oh yes, Anna Roper. She's one of my little favourites too. Is that
He's-
because J Mac's away, or is it possibly the time of year
No, I think it's
that he
both.
rides better in the?
No, I think it's both. I think I don't know if J Mac's gone to Brisbane. I really haven't had a look at who's riding what up there, but I know he was over at Ascot. So I don't know if he stayed over there or what he's doing, to be honest. But I don't know. Kieran McAvoy can ride, in my opinion. Um, and I think this is his weekend. So hopefully it is. Have you had a look at anything else, Tone, across the country? Have you got anything to say about Richmond? Do we need to get rid of Adam Uze? Have you got anything to say about the soccer? Did you hear about the the Brazilian psychic that talked about aliens that were going to come down at the World Cup and they never did?
Oh, I mean, they're all left of centre over there in Brazil. I don't know about Australia's coach. Look, I'm not like, as you know, I know very little
Yeah.
about the round ball game, but I don't know whether I have a lot of confidence in him. The same as I don't know about Adam Uze. I think we need to get the medical room sorted out. There's something wrong with our staff, or something wrong with the ground, or a combination of both in the way they're training, because no club should have as many injuries as what Richmond has and have had.
Yeah.
And, all this bullshit about bringing Butters over, I don't think we need him to come over. We need forwards, and we need a good ruckman. I think that's what they should be looking at. But like, I don't know. I don't. I don't personally have a lot of confidence in him. He does, to me, he seems like he's not a Richmond fit. To be fair, I'm not saying he's a bad coach, because he's never really had a team to coach because everyone's injured all the time. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, Taz. I really don't know. But for me, he's not a good fit.
Yeah,
But
I'd
then
be
again, you can put Chris Scott in there. You can only do what you can do with the cattle you got.
yeah,
You
100%.
know.
100%. I just wonder with Uze whether they will. I mean, Richmond will have a terrible year come season's end.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
I just wonder whether they might pull the trigger on him.
Well, you know what Richmond are like. They do. They
Yeah, and I'm
tend
not
to do
saying they
that.
should. I'm not saying they should. I just wonder whether they would because when you think about it, you're going to have blokes like Longmire available. You got Hinkley available. You're probably going to have Josh Fraser available for at least to be interviewed, and he's shown something. Hurd's obviously signalled his intentions that he wants to coach. So if Essendon aren't prepared to take him, why wouldn't a club like Richmond take a chance? How would you feel
Yes.
if Hurd was appointed as a new Richmond coach? Honestly, I mean, I know it's left field, but maybe that's what he needs to do. Maybe if Hurd wants to coach, he needs to go to a non-Essendon club.
Yes. Yes. That's true. And I just the other thing I can't see the Richmond, the structure, I can't see the game plans.
Yeah.
Like I can't see anything really there. Like, you know
Well,
what I
try to
mean? But
kick it to someone who's unfit, who's not fit, who's there. I don't know what. Try to kick it to any player that we've got. Have we got anyone out there? I don't know. Really hard.
yeah, well, there are a lot of there's a lot of things that have all come together, all bad at the same time, haven't they? Like, it's you can't have structure if you can't have the play if you haven't got the players
Yep.
out on the field that should be in the positions they need to be in.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm not a coach, but it's just yeah. I don't
No,
know.
I
I think we're
don't.
still in for a couple more years of pain.
I don't disagree. Now, because we're talking about football and the round ball that coincides, I watched a show yesterday. It was on SBS, and it was called, I think, Wog Ball. And I don't know because you may remember this, but I didn't. But did you know that they got a group of AFL footballers to take on a group of soccer players in a round ball code? So Jack Dyer put together a team that he thought that AFL footballers could convert to play the round ball and beat the soccer players. And there was a bloke, I mean, Des Tuddenham played, Ron Barassi.
Wow.
Um,
Mhm.
I didn't know about it, but it was on this show.
I
And
I
they
didn't know that either.
and
to
they
be
took
honest.
soccer players on, and they ended up losing. I think it was 8-0 or something like that. And the AFL footballers, I mean, oh, the sportsmen, they're all good, you know what I mean? But I think Jack Dyer then realised, oh, maybe it's not that bad, this sport, this wog ball. Maybe these guys that play it um, aren't just wogs and poofters and sissies and stuff like that. So yeah, it was interesting. It was a show. It was on was done. Damien LaPaglia, I think his name is the actor. He sort of emceed through it or talked through it, but it was really interesting about wog ball. How it became in Australia and stuff and footy. So yeah, good time because I saw Jake Stringer and Toby Green bagging the AFL, which I thought was interesting for the timing of the Australian game and the footy, which is good to see because these boys, they play sport, mate. They love their sport. Doesn't matter what sport, don't you reckon?
Yeah, I absolutely, absolutely.
And
Yep.
they are, they're all gifted athletes. So just because, you know, people play soccer, these guys here could probably play anything they wanted to if they wanted to. But they just chose a different career path. But well, yeah, interesting. If you can, get on SBS or whatever, and I don't know, SBS, I don't know what they call it, SBS Rewind or something or whatever, World. Look it up, and it's a good show. It's quite funny. It was quite interesting and had some funny bits too, because being a wog myself, I could relate to some of the stuff that was sort of said, even though it was ahead of my time. Tone, we're almost coming to an end. Have you got anything for Friday or Saturday or anything like that? And a tip for tomorrow, Australia
Uh,
Paraguay. Big game tomorrow, midday. Just
can
throw.
we win? What's the
We
score?
can.
What's
We,
the score going? Yeah.
we can win, but I think both teams want to draw.
Ah, uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I reckon it'll
Uh,
be a case of just playing it safe so that they don't lose, but both teams should go through the next stage. But I think there is incentive to win because if you win, you finish second and you probably play Egypt.
right.
So there is incentive. Have you got any horses on the go? Anything?
I did have a look on the Fantastic Plastic, I think it is, in Ballarat tomorrow. Is
Yep,
that right?
have it quick because it's going to die. The show's going to drop out without.
Ballarat race 5, number 7, Bliss Bomb. That should win. And Get On Magnato. Race 6, number 1. It always wins. Got beat last start. I tipped it. It'll win. Should win tomorrow.
Good man.
That's
I've
it.
got one as well. Ballot Club, race 7, number 10, Aloha Blue. Race
There
7.
we go.
Thanks, Tone. Always a pleasure. Never a
Thanks, mate.
chore. Sorry, Marto, if we bagged you. Good luck with everything down there. Hope
Well,
everything goes
yes,
well.
mate. Good luck, mate. We'll
And
see you
we're,
next week, no
and
doubt.
Marto, we're sorry that we didn't get it as right as you.